So since it's been a while, I guess I needed another Mustang in my life. Welcome, the Mach 1.
Get ready! Extreme automotive addiction! Yeah!
So while I may be a little bit more absent from YouTube, I have not been absent when it comes to looking at vehicles. I'm still holding up the whole extreme automotive addiction. I've got it bad, nothing's changed there. So I'm constantly looking to see what's out there, and I really don't need to be adding more cars. I need to be selling, I need to be thinning out the herd, but I'm just going in the opposite direction. That's all I can say, I'm going the opposite direction. So this car came to me basically because I'm looking. And it was like a Friday, I think it was, and I was set to go look at another vehicle on a Sunday. And I had been talking to this guy about looking at that vehicle for a couple of weeks. So I was really excited about it, but this one happened to pop up on a Friday. It'd only been online for maybe 14 hours on Facebook Marketplace. So I hit the owner up. He lives about a half an hour from me. So we start chatting back and forth, and I asked, well, can I come take a look at it? And mostly it's because I was bored. I was just bored and I wanted to go take a look at a vehicle. Now, you guys might know that I have been looking for a Terminator Cobra. That is one of the vehicles I've been wanting to add to my fleet, and I haven't been able to make a deal on one. So, this being a Mach 1, I thought that's a really pretty good substitute, and I'm okay if I don't get a Terminator Cobra right now. Maybe later on, but right now I'm okay. So, like I said, this one comes up, I take a look at it on a Saturday. I walk around the car, super clean, really much cleaner than I expected it to be. Very well taken care of. I just can't help but thinking, okay, how can I make this all work? So I'm thinking I'm going to go look at the other vehicle the next day, and that's going to be a big purchase. That guy doesn't want to do any trading, so I'm like, how can I buy both vehicles, right? So I'm honest with the seller of this vehicle. I say, hey, I'm going to look at another vehicle tomorrow. I really think I'm probably going to buy it, but if I don't, something doesn't work out, you don't sell it, maybe we can work something out. Well, lo and behold, went and looked at other vehicle. Guy's firm on his price. It's a little bit more than I want to pay right now, so that's just a no-go at the moment. So I contact the seller of this vehicle, and he says I still have it. So we talk a little bit back and forth price-wise. We come up with a price we both like, and lo and behold, here it is. Okay, we'll do a quick walk around. I know you guys saw in the very beginning of the video, but this car is really, really clean, and I'm kind of on a yellow kick right now with the Z06, the Pantera. So I really like the color. The car has been well taken care of. It only has 90,000 original miles on it. Runs great, sounds great. I'm going to get into that more in detail here in just a second. But you guys can see, it is this really super clean. Even the front end, I mean, other than a few bugs from the drive home, very well kept, very clean car. Go around here to the inside of it and show you that. Door panels are all in really good shape. Seats are in good shape. The driver's side over there has got a little wear on the bolster, which is typical, but very good shape. So I'm sure most of you are familiar with the Mach 1 Heritage. Got the Mach 1 now coming out in 2021, or I guess it's already out or something, I don't know. A new Mach 1 is out, but the original Mach 1, and my statistics might be a little off. I did a little research, but I'm getting older, I forget stuff. So if I'm wrong, go ahead, share with me in the comments where I'm wrong and where I made my mistake. Give me a few more details. I love to learn. It's just retaining that's the hard part, but we'll get back to that later. What was I doing again? Okay. Anyway, so the Mach 1, I think, started 69.70. They had the Mach 1, and it's a performance-oriented vehicle. And so in 2003 and 2004, I believe they brought it back. I think it was just for the 2 years. And I know in 2003 it was just a little under 10,000 made. I think a little over 800 in this particular color. But basically, it was a tribute to the original Mach 1. Even so much as going with the original style wheels. These are basically identical looking to the wheels that were on the original Mach 1 Mustang. And basically, this generation, the Mach 1 was kind of that middle point between the Mustang GT, which was I think 280, 290 horse, something like that, a little 4.6 liter V8, and then the Terminator Cobra, which was a supercharged 4.6 that was conservatively rated at 390 horse. This one was rated at 305 horsepower from the factory. it's got a few things done to it. It's got exhaust on, it's got a cold air intake, it's got a very mild tune to it. So, you know, probably not a lot, maybe 325, maybe 330 horse, somewhere in that area. It does have 410 gearing in the rear end, so it does motivate it a little bit better. But this car is just so incredibly clean, and like I said, it's kind of rare, being they only made it for a couple years, didn't make a lot of them. And I really don't have to do anything to this car. That was kind of the deciding factor why I kept coming back to this car. Normally if I buy a car, there's something going on, something happening with it, something I want to do or got to do or what have you. This one already has tinted windows, upgraded sound system, new tires, new spark plugs, you replaced all the fluids. It's really clean. Everything seems to work. I haven't checked everything out yet, so I probably shouldn't say that, knock on wood, but everything seems to work on the car. So really, maybe the only thing I might do to this car is figure out a way to get my music in here, because right now all it has is just a stereo with like a DVD player, and I think it has Bluetooth capability, but I'm not sure how to get there. So I might upgrade to maybe Bluetooth or figure out a way to plug my phone into this thing so I can have my music. But other than that, this car is really pretty much the way I want it to be. As you guys may know, if you follow the channel, I've owned a few Mustangs. I've owned some older Mustangs, I own a few fastbacks and regular two-door, and then I've owned some newer Mustangs. I have my GT500. I actually, well before the channel, I had a couple of this particular body style. I want to say it was like a couple of 96 convertible GTs, and those were fun cars. One thing I can say about all my Mustangs is they are all manual transmission. I just wouldn't want an automatic in a car like this. It just doesn't seem right. So this is a 5-speed manual transmission. Like I said, it has the 410 gears, which is definitely lower gear than from the factory. I want to say from the factory they were probably like 355s, correct me if I'm wrong. So that does make a big difference in this car and the way it performs off bottom end. But still, once you get into 5th gear, I mean, you can cruise along freeway speed very comfortably. You know, there's probably not a lot more I can tell you about the car. It's nice, it's clean, but I think you guys probably want to hear it and go for a drive. So let's do that. All right, I did say it has exhaust, right? And we know Mustangs sound so good with exhaust. This one is no exception. I hope you like it. That's one of the things I do love about Mustangs, is they just sound so good, so distinct. So I'm gonna put the POV camera on right now so you guys can get that first look, what it's like to be behind the wheel and everything like that. I was saying I was gonna start doing that anyway with the other vehicles, and I did do it with the Z06. So let me get that hooked up and we'll go for a little drive. So you can definitely feel those 410 gears, but it's amazing how 5th gear just drops it right down. Now it's cold right now, so I'll get a little temperature in it before I get into it. And please bear in mind, guys, this is the 2nd time I've driven it. Eddie drove it home, I drove it around the block after we got it home, and that's been it. So one thing I didn't talk about that kind of makes the Mach 1 distinct, you see the hood scoop up there, the shaker hood, that is very distinct. Also the instrumentation is different from the Terminator or the regular GT. And then there's stripes on the seats right over there. I don't know if you can see them or not, but you would have seen them when I was showing you the interior. So just some of the stuff that kind of makes these cars distinct. See how that 5th gear just drops it right down. So 410 is not a bad gearing for this. I don't know, I'd be kind of curious to see what one with like maybe a 373 would be like, because I noticed just the one time I got on it, this thing spun pretty good through 1st and part of 2nd before it really caught, but it was composed. It was composed. Shifts are really good, really confident. And it's a nice driving car. It's very tight. No rattles that I have noticed. Okay, just found one thing that does not work. That's the cruise control. But not a big deal. If there's something that's not going to work, I'm okay with that. Air conditioning works, lights, signals, all that stuff seems to work. Power windows go up and down. Even the door remote works on it. Like right there, we're doing like 68 miles an hour and tacking about 2200 RPM. That's really good. I'm very comfortable with that. I mean, as low as first gear is, you could probably almost take off in second, treat it like a 4-speed. But yeah, it holds the road really good. I'm liking this car. I am liking this car. Of course, you guys know. You know me. Notice the ABS light is on. That doesn't concern me. I've got a few vehicles that are like that. Not really that worried about it. Sure, it's just a sensor or what have you. Might be something I might have Eddie look into, but it's nothing critical. Like I said, I've got a couple of vehicles like that, and it doesn't affect the braking or the way the car performs at all. Must admit, I like that shaker hood. You'll see when I step on it really good, you really do see that that intake move quite a bit. This car is very spirited. It moves really, really well. You guys may remember that 94 Firehawk I had that was supposed to be rated like 430 horsepower. A lot more than this, really not a lot more weight. I would say this car is every bit as quick and as fast. The exhaust is just awesome. You know this is a Mustang. You hear this exhaust, you know it's a Mustang. So yeah, in closing, it's a cool car. I really like this one. You know, will I keep it forever? No, probably not. I mean, I'll end up trading it or doing something with it at some point down the road. But kind of fits the whole Mustang fix. I know it's not a Terminator Cobra, but you know, I'm okay with that, really. I mean, I'm kind of weird and quirky the way I look at it. I've got one turbo vehicle and I'm good with that. I don't necessarily need another one. I've got my supercharged vehicle behind me and my Lightning, and I don't need another supercharged vehicle, so I'm okay. I mean, it doesn't hurt my feelings to have a couple of them, but I'm okay. And I just don't think I could have found one much cleaner. This car's really clean. The miles are right. It's been used, but not so much that I'm afraid to take it out and drive it. So it's got a few war wounds on it, but nothing major. And yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it for a little bit. So you guys let me know what you think. What are your thoughts? Let me know what you think about anything, really. The POV, I was using another mic before, and now I'm using this mic, which I know is probably a little bit better. Let me know what you think about that. Anything, I love comments, and I try to respond to all comments. So leave me a comment. As always, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. My P.O. Box and Venmo is gonna be in that description down below. Guys, God bless, take care, have an absolutely amazing day.